There we go. Now it's his turn. Now he gets another full rope before it makes him concede. Ugh. Hello everyone, it's your favorite Durdler in Magic. I'm the Control Guy and I'm back with another video for you guys. Again, sorry for the long break. Gonna probably happen quite a bit at the moment. I'm just really busy IRL and hay fever and allergies are really getting to me. So again, if I'm blowing my nose in the video, if I'm rubbing my eyes, don't worry, I'm fine. I just have hay fever. But yeah, I just wanted to get into the game and re-upload a video, upload a new video for you guys. So let's get right into it. As you can see, starting off the video today in the player screen. That's my friend code right there. You guys can send me friend requests if you want to. But that being said, I just wanted to tell you guys, I am a gold. I have not played Magic for a while. The rank reset at the beginning of June. I've only played a couple like for fun games. I recorded the budget Magic video in ranked obviously, but then after that I never really played much more. So I want to change that today. I want to grind through Platinum. I'm not going to obviously grind through all of Platinum in one video, but I just want to show you guys a deck that's really strong and just win a bunch of games and like not too many gimmicks, more wins. So let's get right into the deck. Alright, so today we're playing just blue-white control. Pretty much no nonsense blue-white control. Really not too many flex cards. This is a very like stock list in my opinion. Obviously we have a couple of outliers like Minor Misstep. This is just a meta call really. I just think that there's so many 1-mana cards in the meta right now that if you have Minor Misstep, you're oftentimes gonna get a good exchange on this. Stops Dark Ritual, stops Ocelot Pride, stops Guide of Soul, stops Lightning Bolt. There's just a lot of like enabling cards that cost 1 mana that you want to stop, and this is your way to do so. Stops Veil of Summer as well. So yeah, Minor Misstep just a hard call to the meta. I would probably just play another Counterspell over this in any other meta, but in the meta right now, I'm gonna play it. Then we are doing, obviously we're playing Tamiyos, just really good control card in my opinion. You should be playing her. If you want to play blue control, Tamiyo is your way to go. We got the control package of Brainstorm, Source of Plowshares, Mana Drain, and some Counterspells. Obviously you want that. Our board wipes are 3 Wrathless Skies and 1 Supreme Verdict. The usual, nothing special here. Obviously we're using my tech of Static Prison, Wrath of the Skies. Honestly, Tune the Narrative, Wrath of the Skies is fine, but I like having an extra removal spell that just removes anything on the battlefield that you can then sacrifice and then use the energy of to pay into Wrath of the Skies. Because when it matters, having a Static Prison in the Show and Tell matchup or against an opponent in Planeswalkers, it's good. So yeah, that's why I do Static Prison over Tune Narrative, but Tune Narrative is absolutely fine as well. And yeah, obviously we have some extra counter spells. Usually I don't play the extra counter spells, but in this deck I just want to counter everything that my opponent does. Playing some Teferi in the 3-mana slot. This card is just very good. We're gonna play 1 Jace the Mind Sculptor as an alternate win as one of our win conditions. Then you can see the other win conditions over there, but we'll get to that. The One Ring, obviously, I still think that if you're playing traditional blue-white, not even blue-white, traditional control where you just remove stuff in the early game and you want to win the late game, you should be playing 4 One Rings. I don't know why people don't play the One Ring. I think it's just, you're just wasting percentage points. Like, the One Ring will always be better than anything else because it's just the protection it gives and then the amount of cards it gives you. Especially if you have a way to get it back to your hand, like with Teferi, or like to deactivate your One Ring, you should be playing it. Yeah, then we have Solitude, just a removal spell that can also be our win condition. Notably, one of our only forms of gaining life in this deck is Solitude Beatdown or Source of Plowshares in our own Solitude. But yeah, that's definitely something you can do and should do. I think Solitude is a great card. Not every controller needs to play it, but I think when you're light on win conditions, it's just an answer that can also attack in the late game. Pretty good. Lórien Revealed is basically just a land drop that can draw you 3 cards. And then finally we have the Outlier. This is the only card that took me ages to come up with what card I want to play here. I tried Chromos, I've tried Monastery Mentor. I think I'm just going to play a Calim. I'm not a big fan of alchemy cards, but the Calim is fine. It's basically Calim reads like you can pay 2 mana to tap a non-permanent and draw a card, which is basically just ice, which is a modern playable spell, in my opinion. And then if you've done this 3 times, because he makes a duplicate of himself and puts it 7th on the top. So if you do this 3 times, you have this inevitability of eventually you can just get a Calim for free, which is pretty cool. And yeah, obviously because the discard ability, it's not bound by sorcery speed, so technically you can get an instant speed Calim for 2 mana if you do it 3 times. And obviously because we have like it puts the copy of itself in 7th from the top, but because we have like effects like Brainstorm and the One Ring and Jace, we're just going to be drawing through our deck so fast that we'll get Calim back, and basically after 3 turns you'll have a 5/6 flyer in play that will, with Ward 2, that's just going to attack your opponent to death. So yeah, that is literally the deck. Very stock blue-white control, as in by stock I mean my stock. Like, this is how I would play blue. This is like the backbone of every blue-white control deck I would build, and then you just add variations into it. So yeah, mana base, very simple. We have 9 fetch lands that can all fetch Mystic Sanctuary, and then we have 1 plains just for Harbinger or Blood Moon matchups, which aren't even very popular anymore. And yeah, then we just have, yeah, that's it. 2 Sorrow lands, and that's it. Dual lands is the rest. Obviously, no fancy new Final Fantasy cards. I'm still trying to understand which Final Fantasy cards are actually timeless viable. I haven't seen too many. You could probably make a Tifa, the deck with Tifa that doubles its power, and make a cool pump spell and 1-turn kill deck. You could probably do that, but then again, we're a Source of Plowshares format, so that's not really viable in my opinion. Like, that's definitely something you can do. I think Tifa might be one of the more viable cards. You could obviously make an equipment deck with Stoneforge Mystic and Cloud. I know that, but like, I don't know. I've not seen a card yet that's like, oh my god, I have to play this in Timeless. Like, not really. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, to be honest. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much the deck. Let's jump right into the video. Let's win some games. Goes first. We have a decent hand though. We have Counterspells and Removal Spells. I'll take it. Gonna lead off Flooded Strand. See what our opponent does. What our opponent is playing. Blue-white. Shock in. Okay, well, I'll just lead on Meticulous Archive then. Yep, against blue-white, you want to draw as many lands as you can. By the way, I'm reading that they probably have a Stifle, because why else would they have chucked this in? So I'm just never going to fetch. Resolves. Oh, it's just a straight-up blue-white mirror? That's pretty cool. Arid Mesa is a little suspicious. Makes me think they might be on, like, Jeskai, but why would they fetch a Meticulous Archive then, right? Well, maybe they have their reasons. We'll see. Another shock in. That's so interesting. Dark Commander. Maybe they're not control. I think I want to... Yeah, I'll swords it. Sure. I'm still thinking they might have a Stifle, so I'm still going to play around with Stifle here. Okay, they're not control. They're playing blue-white creatures. That's a good draw. I'm gonna shock this in. I'm gonna play a Static Prison, I think. I think I'm gonna like counter this. If they counter this, that means they're very light on threats. Okay, they have something else in their hand they think they can threaten me with. What you got? Cycling. So they've cycled a land. Now I can fetch because they don't have Stifle available. Gonna fetch a Meticulous Archive. Tamiyo is a great draw. Okay. You just want to play as patient as you possibly can against these tempo decks. Shock in. Why are you shocking that in? Charming Prince. I'm gonna fight, I think. Because then they counter my spell and then they get to do whatever I want for a turn. So they're gonna tap out here by countering my mana drain. Yep, mana drain, my mana drain. They're probably not gonna be able to use their gray mana. They get a Charming Prince, but then I get a Teferi. And then the game basically just ends because when you're trying to play a deck like this, you can't be limited by sorcery speed. Just go one to the top, one to the bottom, that's fine. They get Magic Mana that they likely can't use. Yep, my turn. I'll take the action. I'll shock in. I'll play Teferi. That resolves. They can have their Charming Prince back. And that's a land for next turn. And now it's just really bad for them, right? Yeah, you can have your Charming Prince there. Whenever an angel you control enters, gain 4 life. Sure. What are they playing, dude? Like, I'm so confused. Giada. Let's counter that. So they are playing angels? But then why do they have Catharic Commander and Guide of Souls? I'm so lost. I'm gonna give them back their Guide of Souls here, and then just kill it with Solitude. I'm gonna play an island because I don't wanna fetch my Mystic Sanctuary yet. There's nothing really. I'd rather have a natural draw off the top of my deck. They're allowed to fetch. They are allowed to fetch a land. They are roping. Alright. I see how it is. What I would love to see is like a Brainstorm off the top. Brainstorm off the top would be amazing. Or like Lórien Revealed off the top would be good. I'll take a One Ring. I'll take a Jace. Yeah, there's a lot of good cards here. But yeah, if they want to play their Charming Prince next turn, that's absolutely fine by me. I'm confused as to how they like actually win. Like, yeah, Giada's good, but is it good enough? Like on its own? Like literally every other creature they've played as a non-angel. So I don't get it. Oh, I'm back, and Arena has still not kicked them out for taking no action. Alright. There we go. Now it's his turn. Now he gets another full rope before it makes him concede. Ugh. I've played MTGA online, and I don't really like the chess clock on MTGO. I don't like how it's like inevitable, and you can actually lose a winnable game to clock. I really hate that. But Arena needs a different clock system. This system is so forgiving. Like, how do I have to wait for this guy to rope through 2 clocks and then it gives him an extra one on 0? That makes no sense. I think when your clock on 0 runs out, it just passes through your turn, right? Like, why is he getting so much time here? Like, dude, come on now. Just make it like he's not here, dude. Arena, he's not coming back. Just make him concede. Like, Jesus. I think it should be a per action clock and not a universal game clock, in my opinion. I like the fact that it's a per action clock on Arena, but the clock should be a little stricter. I shouldn't have to wait this long for it to. It still doesn't make him concede. Okay, so on my end step, he was at 0 clocks and it passed to his turn. Then it yielded. Then on his turn, he did nothing at 0 clocks and it yielded through his turn. Why does he get another chance? He should just be gone by now, right? Like, why is he getting another chance? That doesn't make any sense. Well, like, why does he get priority here? I don't understand. Like, he should just be out by now. He gets 3 chances on 0. He's on 0 clocks. Why is he not on 3 clocks then? Why does it say the 0 here is misleading? He got this 3 times while he has 0 right here. So am I really on 5 or am I on 2? Like, it's so weird. Like, I don't get it. I just think it's kind of misleading. Like, he went down from 1 to 0, then on 0 it completed an entire rope. Then it went to his turn, it completed an entire rope on his turn, and then it's now on my turn again. He has to complete another entire rope before it's gonna make him concede. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, GG. Oh yeah, here's the victory screen. Can you see this? Look at this goofy art. What the hell? Anyway, made it to platinum. Made it to platinum. Now we have to climb through platinum. Opponent goes first. We have removal, board wipe, potentially a brainstorm. I'll keep it. Another Simic starter. Okay, I'll play Meticulous Archive then. I'll keep a One Ring. I'm suspecting my opponent might be on show and tell, but I'm not too sure. Impulse. Old versions of show and tell did play Impulse, so very possible. I wonder if they're on Simic show and tell though. Maybe because I'm not countering a Brainstorm. That's not worth it. I will, however, end step Brainstorm and then fetch with Lórien Revealed. Shock. Interesting. Why is he shocking? That's a lot of lands. Jesus. Yeah, I should have definitely put away more lands. It's fine. That's a lot of lands, dude. Jeez, like, hello? Give me some cards. Alright. See what our opponent does. Seiju. Pass. Very interesting. We're gonna shock in here, bluffing the double counterspell. I want them to be thinking about something. Pass, no play. That's good for me. I'm gonna keep my fetch land. I'm just gonna shock in again. Life total shouldn't matter in this matchup. I want to keep my fetch land in case I want to fetch a Mystic Sanctuary eventually. Okay, now I can Solitude in the end step and start attacking them. Basically, I'm now able to put pressure on them into doing something, although they might mana drain this and then have a bunch of mana on their turn, but that should be fine. Yep, mana drain. Still wondering what they're playing, because they might not even be on show and tell. They might be on like Wilderness Reclamation, but I just drew a second mana drain, which is really good. Now I could force a ring through because they can't really counter it. Or I could try hold up double mana drain for their 5 mana next turn. I think I need to hold up double mana drain. I'm gonna get 5 mana here. Let's see what they can do with it. If they have a land, they can hard cast Omniscience. Okay, let's see what they do. So they're gonna like go for a dig through time. I think I'm okay with this, to be honest. But I don't. I could counter it, but I'm okay with it, right? If they just show and tell, it doesn't really matter how many cards they draw as long as they stop their combo, right? I could counter this for the like massive mana advantage, but my hand isn't that good. Alright, let's see. Let's see what they have for me. Yep, they are black, so they are on they're like 90% sure on Show and Tell. And then they just pass the turn with Mandatory mana available. Interesting. I am not gonna fetch. I don't think I should fetch. I think I should just pass. Now they have to discard a card. Stifle. Why are they playing Stifle? So interesting. Okay, interesting. They have a lot of mana. Show and Tell. Let's counter it once. Mana Drain. Let's counter the Mana Drain. Okay, that resolved. Nice. Nice. Gonna fetch. They might stifle this. Nope, they did not stifle it. Put Mana Drain back on top. So we definitely draw Mana Drain per turn, and then I'm gonna One Ring with my 3 mana. So now they can't Thoughtseize me or anything. Draw a card. If I fetch Mystic Sanctuary, put another Mana Drain on top, and then play another ring, I'm 1 mana short of casting. No, I can. Yep. That's definitely gonna happen then. Play another Mystic Sanctuary. Put Mana Drain on top. Take action. Cantrip 1 ring. Cantrip 1 ring. There we go. Now I have double Mana Drain for their turn again, so they can't really go off yet. Yep, and they pass the turn. Now I get a 1 ring turn. They're trying to stifle my 1 ring draw trigger. Here it comes. No, they didn't. Okay, well, my hand is amazing now, so I guess I'll Brainstorm. Put away the board wipes. Yeah, my hand is amazing against them now. High chance that they're not going to resolve a spell for the rest of the game, like a relevant spell. Anyway, I will play a Solitude. I could die here if they have like Born Upon a Wind into Show and Tell. Counterspell, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. My turn. Do I even draw with this ring? Yeah, I think I do, because I can discard all of the useless removal spells. It's a lot of them. I'm gonna Brainstorm again, see if I can find a fetch land. Yep. Just put away these removal spells, they're useless. Play a fetch. Do I play Tamiyo? I can have 4 counterspells available if I don't play Tamiyo, so I need to discard 2 cards here. No, I should play Tamiyo because I'd rather not discard one of these good cards. I think I'm going to discard like a Polluted Delta here. If I want to counter Tamiyo, that's fine. I want to dig through time instead. I think I Mana Drain this dig through time because I can have double removal spell. I can have double counterspell even through after all of this. Wait, hold on, cancel real quick. Okay, I can't have double counterspell if I do this. So I think I'd rather have double counterspell for their turn. I'll just let this go. They can have their dig through time. Right? Yeah. They can have their dig through time. I'll just let them have their dig through. That's a lot of counterspells on there, and like 2 mana drains, 2 counterspells. And they're running the full suite of counter magic. It's crazy. Anyway, I have a Tamiyo. And turn. But I don't have to go to discard now thanks to all that, so. And I have a Mana Drain in the graveyard. Oh, they have no permission at all? Damn. That's bad. Is that their third or fourth show and tell? That's their third show and tell. Put Mandarin back on top. Well, I hope I draw something to stop my One Ring here. I did not. I did not draw a way to stop my One Ring. Okay, well, that's epic. Oh, God. Okay, so how do I not die then? How do I not die? Because I didn't draw a way to stop my One Ring from killing me. And I don't have my last Mystic Sanctuary. Interesting. Okay, so I need to, in my upkeep, I need to draw with the One Ring. I need to hit either Solitude or Swords to Plowshares. Yeah, I need to hit Solitude or Swords to Plowshares, and then I have to Swords my own Solitude. That's how I don't die here. 9 cards in hand. Guess I'll play this. Interesting. Discard a card, discard a Wrath. So, stopping my upkeep, because I don't want to die. Demonic Tutor. Sure. I'll counter it. Tamiyo can get back a Counterspell next turn. Karn. No. I'm mostly playing Magic against myself right now. So I have to... Okay, I hit the swords, so I'm not dead. I have to Swords my own Solitude. I can turn off full control here. Go to 1, draw for turn. Get my mana, drain mana, and replace my ring. I think Tamiyo can just get back a Counterspell here. Got 9 cards in hand. If I do this, I can't double counter, so I'll just play Tamiyo. And then I'll discard like a Swords or something. Okay, I'm at 1, but I'm not dead. Kiora Bests the Sea God. Let's just counterspell that. Let's just counterspell that, man. Okay. Pass the turn. Oh, I think I'm in a very good position to win here. I'm gonna Jace. Gonna look at the top card of their library. Decline means they keep it on top, right? Yeah. And then I will play Teferi, I suppose.
How are you?
What are you doing?
Lost Teferi.
I am under the water.
Okay.
Please help me. Here,
Very grindy. Mostly trying to play against myself and not die there, but it was pretty much over the minute I was able to stop their second attempt of winning. The minute I stopped their second try of winning, it was pretty much over. At that point, it was just how do I not lose to myself and the One Ring. Obviously, we got quite unlucky on that draw 4 that we didn't find another ring, but that's okay. We only had 2 left in the deck, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, yeah, that's my point. We don't really have much life gain in this deck, so swordsing our own Solitude there was the only way we lived that. But yeah. Obviously, now they're just top decking against all these Planeswalkers, and then Jace will eventually kill them, and I'm gonna just have them draw lands for the rest of the game. They're playing a weird version of Show and Tell. I wonder if they even honestly, wait, this card had to have been Omniscience then, right? Because what else would they try to Show and Tell this whole time? There's no way they were trying to Show and Tell a Kiora Best the Sea God. I would have just blown that Kraken up with Wrathless Skies. Yeah, they must have had an Omniscience last card, right? And then with Omniscience, maybe Karn can win with like Ancestral Statue or something. Right? Yeah. So yeah, they're playing some weird version of Show and Tell, but yeah, we beat them. Alright. Opponent goes first. We have a Static Prison and a Mana Drain. Static Prison is a removal spell, but it's not really a permanent removal spell. It's very much a temporary thing. I think this hand is okay though, because we do have the Tamiyo and the Mana Drain. So if they're like playing an aggressive deck, maybe we'll Static Prison. If not, we'll lead on Tamiyo, so I'll keep it. Weird hand though. Okay. Well, they're not playing normal Magic, but they have lands in their deck at least. So they're playing what, Show and Tell? Sure. It's my second player playing Show and Tell in a row. I'm drawing a lot of Mystic Sanctuaries over here. Windswept Heath? Windswept Heath? Are they even on Show and Tell? I guess this is green, but like, who plays Windswept Heath in Show and Tell? I'm a little bit confused, I will say. Brainstorm. I'm not flipping Tamiyo though, I'm not risking it. I'd rather counter a spell. Also, we get a clue token. Yeah, they're definitely on Show and Tell. Interesting that they're playing Windswept Heath though. Overgrown Tomb is also such an interesting choice. Usually you want your lands to be blue from Mystic Sanctuary, but okay. Oh, they're just gonna YOLO rip a Show and Tell? No? I think I flipped Tamiyo. Brainstorm response, sure. I want some other lands than these two. I want to maybe see some, like, I don't know. I think I want to resolve Teferi. Okay, that's great. Okay, put that away. Put this away as well. Tamiyo flips. I fetch. They are also fetching. It is your end step. Yeah, Meticulous Archive. I'll keep that Mystic Sanctuary, sure. Now, I could just slam Teferi, and Teferi is not bad here, but I think I'd rather just hold up a Counterspell. Because what if they have Counterspells? Like, original Show and Tell would not play Counterspells, so against original Show and Tell, you'd want to just play Teferi Time Raveler right here, because then if they play Show and Tell, put Omniscience in, you have Static Prison going in. So, but then again, they can play around that by putting in the Troxa instead. But here, because they might have mana drains, I'm not going to just play a 3-drop into them and then lose. So I'm just going to hold up, see what they play. Born Upon a Wind end step? Sure. Yeah, because Teferi beats Born Upon a Wind. Because they can't actually cast spells with Flash. So yeah, let's see what they do here. I kind of want them to just rip a Show and Tell. Yeah, like that. Then I mana drain it, and it's just over, right? GG. GG, dude. But then, what did he expect? Did he really expect me to not have a counterspell after brainstorming? Like, I don't know. Oh well, it's over from here, because from here I have all the options. I think I'm gonna fetch a land, put Misty Sanctuary, put Mana Drain back on top, play Teferi plus Teferi. Maybe I even minus Tamiyo to get the Mana Drain back instead of putting late Misty Sanctuary. Yeah, I'm just gonna take over the game from here. GG. Alright, opponent goes first. We have Brainstorm, Mana Drain, Removal, Teferi. Yeah, let's keep it. I think I've had a Teferi in every opening hand today. Is that true? Alright, let's see what they're playing. Oh, they're mulliganing hard. That might mean they have no lands in their deck, which would be pretty bad for me. Mulligan to 5. Do you have lands in your deck? He has lands in his deck. Oh, he's playing self-mill. Okay, sure. Still pretty bad for me. I think self-mill is a very, like, good strategy against control. Because we don't have any main deck graveyard here at all. Like, we have nothing in the main deck. I have no counter magic on turn 2 anyway, so I'm just gonna play this. They're gonna probably mill themselves for 10. Hurt me pretty bad, but... Oh no, they just cast all the Worldly Gaze, okay. Please don't mill over Prize Amalgam and, thingy. Bloodghast is pretty good. That's pretty good. Gets me for 3. Okay. Just gonna shock this in. Then I'm gonna mana drain something, and then hopefully I can, like... I don't think I'm gonna mana drain a Stitch Supply. I don't think that's worth it. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Mana drain Stitch Supplier. Nah, I think I should mana drain bigger spells. Yeah, that literally just hit 2 Flare Denials. Yeah, that's good. I like that. And then they bring back that. I'm gonna end step Brainstorm here. I want to see if I draw like a Swords. Oh, Minor Misstep would have been so good, but Minor Misstep can be good next turn too. I don't need too many counter spells. I think here my play is I'm gonna get rid of my Teferi. Gonna put the ring on top. Gonna get rid of my Teferi to kill the Bloodghast forever. No, to kill the Stitcher forever? To kill the Stitcher forever. Then on my turn, I'm gonna play land Static Prison. Then I'm gonna counter their next mill spell. Because they're gonna play a mill spell here. Yep. Works for me. I'm gonna mana drain this. My turn. I'm gonna obviously not give them back their Bloodghast just yet. Gonna play this. Mystic Sanctuary. Put mana drain back on top. Cast a One Ring. Protection from everything. Draw a card. No, they can't just do it again. Basically, I need to get a game plan under myself before they can do too much. That's a really good Minor Misstep target. That just puts the whole thing in the graveyard. That's amazing for me. Obviously, they probably just have another spell. Like, yeah, mill themselves 10, but that's fine. They hit 1 Creeping Chill. Is that it? Did they not have, like, a Silver Smoke Ghoul? That's a really bad mill 10. I got really lucky here. I don't even lose the life because it deals damage. Oh, that's really good for me. End step Brainstorm. Yeah, I might as well. It doesn't really matter when I Brainstorm here. Okay. I'm gonna take the action again. I think I'm gonna draw cards first. Just another ring. They're just gonna cast Otherworldly Gaze. I think I'm gonna re-ring. Gonna re-ring, draw Minor Misstep, then I'm gonna counter their Otherworldly Gaze. Yep. Counter that. Just wasting their time. I'm just wasting their time till I can find a good card. Shock into Narco, hardcast Narco, sure. Yeah, I'm really just trying to waste their time here. Wow, I'm not drawing it well though. I'm drawing really poorly. I need to find anything other than this stuff. More lands? Okay. My deck wants me to lose really bad. I've literally only drawn Wanderings and lands and counterspells. I need like my Djinns, my Teferis, my Tamiyos, like anything good, okay? I need anything good here. I'm just gonna draw with the One Ring. What the hell? Okay, well let's brainstorm, I guess. Okay, that's a Tamiyo at least. Look at how many lands I have. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Lórien Revealed. Effectively 7 lands in my hand. Like, what is going on? Well, Tamiyo blocks. Like, what the hell is going on? Tamiyo flip is gonna be able to brick the Narco though, so that's pretty good. Just a hard cost Silver Smoke Ghoul. I think I want the mana drain mana off of this. Like, I'm countering this for the mana. I can put the mana drain back on top anyway. Block that. I'm losing a lot of life, but it's fine. Get my last Mystic Sanctuary, put a mana drain back on top. Mana drain. Find another ring, hopefully. That's another ring, okay. At least I found another ring, and I found a Wrath of the Skies, so yeah. That's good for me. Plus this. Re-ring so I stop losing life. Play a land. I'm not gonna Wrath yet, because they might like assemble a board, but I'm pretty low. Hard cost Bloodghast, that's fine. Actually, it's not fine because I hit Tamiyo, but it's okay. Tamiyo's plus is gonna protect her a little bit. Lost card. Mill themselves. Yeah, no, can't let that happen. Sorry. Now I just have to slow them down until I find, like, I don't know, like I said. There we go. A Djinn, a Jace, something. Plus. No, I'm not paying 0. I'm trying to pay 1. There we go. Pay 2, I mean, so I was trying to pay. Let's play this. Sure. I'm gonna tap it. Do my last thing. I'm just gonna draw with this, I guess. This game, where are my Teferis and my Jaces and my Solitudes? I swear I have them in my deck. Like, I'm just only drawing lands and counterspells this whole game. Where's the Djinn? 2 cards down? A Solitude, okay. Well, I'm not milling that. Oh, that's so annoying. That's so annoying! Well, it's fine. I'll just have to take some damage. I'm not milling Solitude. That's too good. Stitcher? I am countering Stitcher. I don't want them to mill. They are also whiffing pretty bad, so I don't want them to mill over like a Prize Amalgam and an Archimedes. I'll take 1 here, that's fine. Well, Tamiyo will take 1, that's fine. My turn. Plus... I guess I'll draw 1 card with the ring. And then I'll put a counterspell on top. I guess I'm gonna just do this. No, let's see what they do. No, I'm just gonna main phase this. Why not?
We are cooked.
I don't really have a reason to not main phase it. Tamiyo's ulting next turn.
Yeah, we are
And they're dead.
cooked,
Okay.
GG.
Scary game, but yeah. Against this deck, you really just have to keep them occupied until you can assemble a win. That's really all you can do against them. They wished really bad though. Their first few mills, what they want is they want to mill Silver Smoke Ghouls in the early game and Prized Amalgams, and then hit a Creeping Chill. They hit 2 empty Creeping Chills that only... This one didn't even deal damage just because I had the 1-ring protection. They hit some Bloodguards, which is fine, but yeah, they had a really bad deck order. If their deck was in a different order where like they mill their Amalgams and their Silver Smokes first and then mill over a random thingy, that would be good. That would have been way better for them. But me too, though. Me too. I drew only lands and counterspells this game. Oh my goodness. That was scary. Like, that was actually scary. Yeah, we managed to persevere. We had a Tamiyo that was going to ult. I'm just gonna tap something with Djinn and then alt Tamiyo, get Djinn back again. That's gonna be the third Djinn in the deck. Well, is it second in the graveyard? It is. I saw 2 other cards named Djinn. So yeah, this one would have gone to the graveyard. And then the next one that I draw with the Tamiyo ult would have then gone to the graveyard, and then I could have exiled it, and then it would have had it in my hand. So yeah, GG. Hyperman 1, 2, 3. Opponent goes first again. We have Minor Misstep, 2 tapped lands, a Djinn, and a 1 ring, and a board wipe on 4. This is, I don't know about this hand. If we went first, the Minor Misstep would carry us, but I think going second, this hand is a little too slow. This hand's a little too slow going second, I think. If they're on a blue Lurrus deck, this hand is fine. But if they're on Boros Lurrus, I don't like this hand at all. It's funny, because this hand is actually not even horrible. It's just a little too slow. And it's mulligan. This hand is much better. We'll keep this one. Put a land away. Oh, what the hell are they playing? Are they on Lurrus, they're on Lurrus, Domain, aren't they? It's gonna get a Steam Vets and they're gonna play a Territorial Kavu. Amped Raptor, never mind. Well, not too bad. This can also hit a good card. Yeah, he hit Territorial Kavu. Okay, well. What a turn 2. 7 power on turn 2, huh? Get that thing out of here. The ring is fine, honestly. I think Jace is for later. Then I'm gonna brainstorm again. Next turn. Shock. Why are you shocking? Breakout. Sure, what does that hit? Just a wild breakout. That's fine. I take 5 here. I don't really want to pitch Solitude. Mana Drain. Mana Drain. Is Mana Drain good? Probably. Probably good enough. If I can Mana Drain 2-drop into the 1 ring, that would be good. Then they're going to go double 2-drop though. It's pretty scary. I'm very low already. I need to find a board wipe. Tough. Alright, let's see what they do. Corey Steel Cutter, I can't let that happen, that's too strong. Stubborn Denial isn't good enough here. I hope they don't have Spell Pierce. Okay, that resolved. That's good for me. Hit me for a bunch. I go down to 5. Very dangerous because I'm now in Tribal Flames territory. Guess I'll keep a land even though it's very risky. Core Steel Cutter is a great idea in Domain Zoo, I'll say it. Looks very powerful in my opinion. Okay, now I have to either chain 1 rings or find a board wipe. By Lurrus. Hopefully they don't like bolt my face or something. Let's brainstorm in the end step. Let's put away these lands. And then Lórien Revealed. So shuffle our deck. Now do I want a Mystic Sanctuary? Maybe for swords? I think so. Mystic for swords. Draw cards. Drawing a lot of lands. I think I have to Google Stubborn Denial. Is it non-creature spell? Stubborn. Is it non-creature spell? Yeah, okay. Stubborn Denial only hits non-creature spells. Wow, this is such a bad spot. Okay, it doesn't really matter though. Alright, pass the turn. I'm taking 2 from my ring as well. Yeah, I'm probably dead, to be honest with you. There's hard cost Solitude. What is this? Oh, they're plussing? Does it gain trample? It doesn't. Could I have another one of these? Doesn't gain trample, so should be fine. I don't gain life here though, which is really bad for me. I have to block this, but I don't gain life. It's pretty bad for me. Another wild Mikado, okay. Another Solitude, that's not horrible, but... Lands and counterspells, man. Man, I need a board wipe here, or like another ring. Like, I'm drawing to 7 cards and I can't find it. Yeah, now I'm gonna take 3 in my upkeep? That's not good enough. Like, I just need a board wipe. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't draw a good card, apparently. Damn. Move to combat. Solitude. I have to sacrifice the Solitude because I need the life gain. Lurrus. Well, I need a board wipe anyway, so this is fine. Take 3 from my ring. I need to find out something here. Okay, Teferi is alright. Not amazing, but alright. Then they have the Stubborn Denial. Am I still okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I auto-pay. I bounce my ring. Then I double swords. And hope for the best. I lose to Lightning Bolt. This can't fetch basic planes. Discard a card. Guess I'll discard the Brainstorm. No, I'll discard the Polluted Delta. Died to Lightning Bolt here. Died to Breakout. Okay, that's not none of those. None of those, okay. I can beat this. I have to kill the Deathrite now because the Deathrite can activate and kill me at instant speed. Re-ring. I'm gonna kill this Mikado. I'm keeping Teferi around. Sherba Brawler. Go to 1. Go to 1. Okay, there's the Wrath of the Skies that I've been looking for this whole time. Kill this. There's that Wrath of the Skies, so now I have a Counterspell and instant speed Wrath of the Skies. So I'm basically protected for 2 turns. Cycle Whirlwind Triome, that's fine. Breakout, just gonna counter that. Lost a Teferi. Don't like that they're holding the card, that's scary. They can't cast a spell during my turn though. I think I'm just gonna plus Teferi again. Next turn I can ring draw ring. Land. Then again, this might also just be like a dead card, like a Stubborn Denial or something. How many Solitudes do I have in my Solitudes do I still have in my deck? Do I even have any? I'm out of Solitudes, aren't I? Oh god. Oh goodness, I'm out of Solitude, so I can't even gain. I'm stuck at 1 life. I literally can't gain life anymore. Oh my god, I can technically still gain life, but that is crazy. Okay, that's Lórien Revealed. Ring. I'm basically stuck at 1 life here because I can gain life. I can exile my own Djinn with swords that I don't have any of. I have all my swords are in the graveyard, so I have to flip a Tamiyo, then I have to draw my Djinn, cast my Djinn, and then exile my Djinn with the swords that I got back with the Tamiyo. That's how I can gain life this game. I just have to find like a Jace or something. There we go. There it is. Okay. Now I can start manipulating their deck. Do I even need to draw more cards? I don't think I do, but I'll just keep plussing this Teferi so he doesn't die to like a Tribal Flames or something. Tribal Flames my face, yeah, of course. Of course, buddy. Let's not do that. Be a bad way to die. Oh, they concede! Oh my god, it's so over. Magic is so over. I won the game at 1 life. Magic the Gathering is over. There's no way. I mean, yeah, it's a very dire situation for them. With Jace as well, I think I'm winning this game. But very scary situation to be in. This is why I'm very skeptical of just blue-eye control and not like any other color. Because if I have Uro in my graveyard here, it's so easy to win because I'm gaining life every turn. I'm attacking them for 6 every turn, drawing a card. But with just blue and white, I've used all my Solitudes. I've used all my Swords of Plowshares. I'm no longer gaining life, and I'm no longer able to put a threat on the battlefield, apart from like the 1-off Djinn in my deck and the 1-off Jace in my deck. That came down to 1 out of 2 win cons left in the deck. Like, if I drew my Djinn or something, like, I don't know, if something happened to my Djinn early in the game, and then this Jace got Stubborn Denialed, I have no more win cons. I'm out. I have nothing else to win the game in the deck. Which I don't know if I like that. It's very thin. But yeah, we were able to Fate Seal our way out of this. And yeah, obviously they kept the Tribal Flames. Very cool idea. I love Chorus Steelcutter in this deck, and then turning it back into a Lurrus deck from a Giganta deck. I really like the idea here. The idea here is great. Very good 5-color aggro deck in my opinion. I really like what they're doing. I really like what they're doing. Like, they have the breakout to instant speed attack, to attack with haste. I wonder if they're playing Ragavans. They should be. They should be playing Ragavan. Honestly, could Tamiyo work in a deck like this? Obviously, you're not drawing cards, but could Tamiyo work? I don't know. I feel like this deck is really good. It's haste until end of turn. This deck is really... I think this they... I don't know about Gaia's Might. I think instead of Gaia's Might, they should be playing Lightning Bolt. But other than that, this deck looks fire, in my opinion. Like, the way they played this, I like that a lot. It's just obviously I'm a control deck, so I'm going to run them out of gas. And we're back for post-game chat. And yeah, the game's pretty straightforward. Again, like I said, I just wanted to win some games today, so that's why I'm just playing my stock blue-white list. I'm very skeptical of blue-white. The thing is, you trade winning for like you trade like an actual concrete win condition for consistency. We're very consistent. We like every game looks the same with this deck. You're literally you're removing stuff in the early game, and then you're countering spells, and you're using the One Ring to stay afloat. It's the same game every game, but that's kind of what you have to do if you want to like climb, right? You want to have a deck that's as consistent as possible. The problem about this consistency is that we don't have nuanced cards like Oko, Uro, Flage that can just win the game for us. So yeah, because of that, it's like it can get a little scary at times where you're like looking at your deck and you're like, I've used all my Solitudes, I've used all my swords to Plowshares, I'm at 1 life. How do I gain life this game? Can I not? Because I can't, like, you can't fetch at 1 life. You have to be careful about like a breakout, like, or a lightning bolt or whatever, right? Very scary position to be in, but our opponent thankfully conceded to Jace. But yeah, that's blue-white control in a nutshell. I think there's a lot of cards that you can play instead of Djinn and Jace. And I think this is the stock blue-white list. Maybe swap one of the Minor Misstep for... This Minor Misstep here is also a variable slot, but this should be a 1-mana counterspell, in my opinion. This could either be Minor Misstep, Spell Snare, or Spell Pierce, in my opinion. Those are the three options. You have 1-mana counterspell, and then you have your counter suite over here, and then you have 2 win con slots. 2 slots for win conditions. These can be 2 subtleties. It can be Wandering Emperors if you want. It can be anything. 2 cards in the deck that win the game. Literally that are used to win the game. And then the rest, this is just stock blue-white. So yeah, this is Spell Spears and Spell Snare. These are the 2 cards that you can replace Minor Misstep with. And then Jace and Djinn, you can replace with any 2 cards that you prefer, like in blue and white, that win the game. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, Karn the Great Creator, the Wandering Emperor. Hell, you could even cut that entirely and play creature lands instead. You can play what other card wins the game? Hell, you could play Ensoul Artifact and turn your Wandering into a 5/5 and attack. It doesn't matter what you do in that situation. It's just 2 cards to actually win the game with, and then this list is your control deck. That's it. This is the backbone of all my control decks. I would say that's not how I make decks, but take this list and replace cards until you're happy. That's how I would recommend making a control deck in the current format. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck. Pretty fun deck though. It's very consistent. Again, it's like, this is like, you can turn your brain off and play this. As long as you've gone through the routines of control for a couple games, you can literally play this deck on the toilet. Like, it's so easy. It kind of like is self-explanatory. Obviously, it's not aggro. You can't just attack, pass. You do have to make some decisions on what to remove or what to counter. But really, it's like, it's very obvious. Like, you're not going to counter a Brainstorm. You're going to counter a Show and Tell. You're not going to counter a Llanowar Elves. You're going to counter the Natural Order. It's really that simple. Like, it's pretty self-explanatory. In some rare occasions, you'll counter a card advantage spell instead of a payoff, but doesn't happen too often. And yeah, I don't know. I like Djinn, kind of. It's kind of like a little bit of an inevitability. I did like Djinn, but I don't know, man. I'm still looking for a card that I'm really happy with, apart from Jace and Djinn. Like, Jace as well is fine, but like, I don't know. He feels kind of power crept, in my opinion. Like, Jace, I feel like there's stronger things to do than Jace, but then again, you just kind of win the game. So yeah, that's the thing in blue and white. You just don't have a thing to just end the game with. Like, in blue and black, at least you can have Bowmaster and just attack them, right? But with blue-white, you just don't have anything. Let me stop yapping. Let me actually get to the end of this video. Let's open a pack and get out of here. Alright, so we are here with a Final Fantasy pack. Again, I'm honestly not too sure. I've seen a couple videos on Final Fantasy cards. I don't know too much about them. They're just not very timeless relevant, unfortunately. So let's see what we get here. Here we got a rare. The towns are interesting. There's these lands that can go on an adventure. They're pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. We got... Isn't this like a sought after commander? Choco Seeker of Paradise. Whenever one or more birds you control attack, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You may then... Wait, what? You may put one of them into your hand, then put any number of land cards from them onto the battlefield tapped. What the hell? Hey, you could probably make a cool bird tribal deck with Birds of Paradise, Nadu, and this thing, and then maybe have some way to trigger Nadu. That'd be a cool birds deck, no? Bird tribal. That being said, yeah, not much more to say. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do the YouTuber stuff, like, comment, subscribe, you already know. And yeah, this was just a straightforward. Just I want to win games, and what would I play? This is just blue-eye control, straight up out the fucking out the oven, straight out the oven, straight to your doorstep. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, that's pretty much all for me. I'm the control guy, and I bid you all farewell. Peace.